know what percentage of wealthy women married into money? The answer is 25%.
OK, we're into the last part of this morning's show, a slightly shorter right stuff than usual, but just as satisfying, with Amanda Lamb, Dominic Holland and our special guest, Misha Paris. We're asking if smart girls should marry money. 0207 173 5555 is the number to call. I'd like to hear from smart girls, loved-up girls and men, rich or poor, on this one. We're talking about it because of this, a new book written by Americans that argues that smart girls should indeed marry money, and if they don't, they should. Instead of filling little girls' heads with all that ludicrous stuff about kissing princes and living happily ever after, or the romantic, pink, fluffy tosh about finding a soulmate, holding hands and growing old together, we should be more pragmatic. Many women who marry for love will end up sad, alone and broke. 49% of marriages end in divorce, and it is a fact that divorce tends to leave women worse off. 17% worse off, while men, conversely, end up 11% richer. You girls also need to accept that you're not as likely to make it rich in the workplace as men are. Women in the city, for example, bright, clever women, undoubtedly, still earn 60% less on average than guys do. So forget about earning your own fortune, get real. Grab a guy with a big wallet. OK, I can see the logic of this here book, even if the romance is horribly lacking. The only trouble is, do rich guys actually want to marry smart girls? Because according to the Daily Telegraph, all men, whether they be rich or poor, would rather date a dim-witted pauper, so long as she was pretty, than a clever girl who might threaten their masculinity. So no, we don't. Does that explain why 63% of 15 to 19-year-old girls would rather be a glamour model than a doctor? Smart girls end up on the shelf reading Proust or some tosh, while doe-eyed romantic types with blonde hair and big boobs end up with the rich guys with dodgy tickers. I'm an old romantic, you can tell. What about you, Misha? Do smart girls marry money?
I think that is all true, by the way. It seems to be that's the way the world has gone. I mean, you see what's happening. You see the, wags. You see what... There's a pattern developing. But me, personally, I do think...
But the wags, by and large, I mean, the general portrayal of the wag is dim-witted, isn't it? Dim-witted, beautiful...
But you talk to any young girl now, teenagers, that's all they want to do.
Yeah.
They just want to look gorge, nails done, hair done, and just be arm candy. That's it.
What do the smart girls end up with?
Well, exactly what your report says. Look at me. I'm still working, working like a nut.
Would you have it any other way?
I would love to say, I mean, personally, I'm a romantic. I still believe that there are guys out there, regardless of what they're earning, they love a good woman with a good brain. I believe in that.
No, absolutely.
I still think they're out there. I think you can't generalise.
Dominic said...
Who? What are you talking about? No, I think smart women marry money if they can. Beautiful women always marry money. And I'm always amazed when I drive through a rich part of town like Chelsea or... and you see these really attractive women all over, lining the streets out of the bars, and that's because there's money there. And it sounds very mercenary, but, these women are effectively, looking at the guys as sort of, can he provide a good nest for me, and what, what am I going to get?
Be the biological
and you don't have to admit that, but there's so many examples of beautiful women and ugly blokes.
Amanda?
Money is so way down on my list of priorities when I look for somebody. But bizarrely enough, it was funny you were just talking about wags, because I remember doing A Place in the Sun a couple of years ago with Jermaine Defoe and his then-girlfriend, Charlotte Mears, and she came looking for £2 million holiday homes with him and was blinged up to the max and had the bag and the nails and the boobs and the whole thing and had this amazing lifestyle, this £3 million house in Essex that she'd designed. Then he dumped her.
Oh,
so then what happens? Is it better to have had it for a little while and then lose it? Well, she wasn't married to him, she wasn't engaged,
Yeah, that's the crucial part, though, isn't it?
So...
Well, she's obviously thick.
No, I'd rather be... I'm a romantic, I'm like you.
Yeah, but you two are both beautiful and both smart, so it's kind of... I'm just thinking, if your main quality was just smartness, intelligence, where would that leave you? Let's throw it open to you. Kirsty.
We have Jade on line 1.
Jade, good morning.
Good morning, darling.
Morning. Do smart women marry for money?
Not necessarily.
Who does?
No, they don't. A woman who's got a situation going on, right, and the bottom line is, I'm not being funny.
Right.
This is what happens, right? A lot of people think that money is important, right?
Right.
But even if you have money, if you're not beautiful enough and able to handle your situation, right, at the end of the day, money is not important. Even though you might be a millionaire.
But looks, you're saying that from a woman's point of view, it's looks that are important if you want to marry money.
Not necessarily. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Which part of the sentence, don't come on this show with the TV on in the background, did you not understand, Joe?
It's so clearly
You're driving the best car, okay?
She's lost me.
He's watching another channel.
Yeah. The vile one. Thank you. Let's try our audience, Eric.
OK, well, next means Lena. So, smart girls marry money, is this true?
What are you, Lena? Are you smart?
I think I'm very smart. I'm just about to graduate, so I think I'm smart. I think cunning women marry for money.
Now we're talking. Cunning women marry for money.
Some women can be very manipulative if they need to be. You know, they know what they can get out of a guy. Yeah. But then is it stupid for men? You know, if they know what they're getting, if they know that someone is a bit dumb and I'm not saying necessarily blonde, but you know, they know what they're after.
Because men don't want to have their masculinity threatened. They want to feel top dog within a relationship. Would that be why?
No, I think it's better if both people in the relationship are as confident as each other, and that's where the balance is. But I can't ever imagine marrying someone just for money. You know, if you don't love somebody, it's not going to last, is it?
Good for
The
you.
question is, though,
what have you graduated in? Sorry, what have you graduated in?
Broadcasting, actually.
Oh, yeah! Good for you. We'll talk about it later, because that is all we had time for today, I'm afraid. We're off early, as I said. The runners in the London 10,000, they're warmed up, ready to go. I think they're going to get a bit wet. Good luck to all of them. You can see the race live here on 5 until 11 this morning. I just have time to say thank you and goodbye to you, Misha. I'm going to plug the album again, Born Again, because I love you and I love this. And Dominic and Amanda, I'm going to wish you the best to enjoy the rest of your bank holiday Monday. Give it up for our panel. Tomorrow, back to normal, full-length show, 9:15, usual start time. Teacher star James Lance is on the panel. Do join us then. Have a nice weekend, what's left of it. Bye for now.